Ladies and gentlemen, this song, it's called The Winds of Change, sweeping across the African continent. The winds of change, sweeping across the African continent. The winds of change, sweeping across the African continent. Over there, they say this. Oh yeah, Africa. Oh yeah, Amanda, Awetu, Aluta, Akontinua, Mama, Viva Africa. Yeah, the winds of change.
Good afternoon, everybody. And it is so wonderful to see this huge group of people, all of whom are at the Namibian. And to think back to 1985 and there were only 10. And look at us now. This is a momentous time in the history of our newspaper as it changes hands. And the Namibian is more than just a newspaper. It has been a commitment for many of us, both past and present. It is one the test of survival under the apartheid regime, which once seemed impossible, and it has stood by the people of this country under the harshest of conditions. I would be lying if I said that the past 26 years have always been easy, because they haven't. Now is not the time for historical introspection, but the long and short of it is that I have loved every minute of leading this newspaper for nearly 3 decades. I did have a dream when I started out as a journalist in 1976. I wanted an end to apartheid rule in Namibia and the opportunity of the people of this country to exercise their right to self-determination and independence. As an idealist, I believed that in a country of less than 1 million people at that time, we should be able to forge a nation where everyone could enjoy the basic rights of food, shelter, clothing, education, and healthcare. Regrettably, even though we have won the right to decide our future and to create a better life for all, that dream has not yet been realized. I am saddened by this, but at the same time glad about the many things we have managed to do and can still do in the future through our striving to make Namibia a good place to be and our people to be informed citizens in a democracy. Before I get onto the heart of why we are here together today, a few thanks are in order. To the people of Namibia, it goes without saying, it is their support, trust and belief in us from the apartheid era to date that has got us where we are today. It is for them that we do what we do, and I know that, despite some new kids on the block, if we remain true to the people of Namibia, they will remain true to our newspaper. I made a promise on the 25th anniversary of our newspaper that I would soon put in place a board of directors and a board of trustees and appoint a new editor. The time now has come for both. We are currently in the process of appointing a board of directors, people who we know respect our ethos and share in our belief system. They are people of high caliber who will take seriously their fiduciary responsibilities and help us ensure that we hold true to our vision and our mission in the future. Now on to the new editor. The new editor of the Namibian needs no introduction. But I have known Tangeni for many years, since he was, back then, Joshua Amupadhi, working at Nampa. And when I met him, I encouraged him to join us one day. He did just that. And so some of his past journalistic history lies with this newspaper. Tangeni later left to launch the magazine Insight, picking up in the process invaluable experience in dealing with more than just the editorial side of the newspaper. His CV speaks for itself. I have worked closely with Tangeni over the past 6 months, showing him the ropes, and a lot of ropes there are. He has been an exceptionally quick learner, and I know that he not only shares, but also will remain true to the values of this newspaper. And in addition, he is imbued with new vision and new ideas to take the Namibian to even greater heights in the future. But before I make the handover official, I would like to acknowledge all the people who I have worked with very closely up to this time when I take my departure as editor. To all the staff here present, I thank you for your support over the years, and I ask you to wholeheartedly commit the same to Tangeni. I cannot mention you all by name, unfortunately, but I'm happy to see faces here that go back almost as long as I've worked for the Namibian, and you know who you are. Thank you all. We've had some hellish times together, but we've also had a lot of fun. This also includes members of our management team who have stood by me as I know they will stand by Tangeni. So as I call their names, I would like you please to come up and take your place here. So really, this is the management team. I haven't left anyone out, have I? That would be an absolute disaster. So I know that I can count on this strong and supportive team here present to work together with Tangeni in the best interests of the newspaper. From my vantage point, or my new vantage point, I give you all my full support and backing as long as you steer true to your course. Connectedness with people is key, and a person with a new vision is exactly what we need to get this right, but always continue to tell it like it is. I cannot pretend that I will not feel totally bereft in the short term. The Namibian and all that is in it has been an integral part of my life, and I shall miss the camaraderie, the differences, the laughs and lively interchanges, the serious moments and the silly in the general newspaper environment. Tangeni feels I should continue with my column for the time being, and I will be around in my new capacity to do things, and I'll be backing you all up all the way. So I'd like to get Tangeni to come up here, and I would like somebody to hand me my little black bag. These are the symbolic keys to the newspaper, Tangeni. They can represent all the ideals that we have stood for over the years. The second thing is something that is not symbolic, but I think will hopefully constitute for Tangeni great relief in times of stress. And I know that Tangeni, like me, is following the path on the squash court, so Tangeni... And I'm just about done. I'd like to just finalize to say good luck, Tangeni, and to all of you. Continue to make our nation proud. Please join me in giving a very big hand to the newspaper that is much loved.
Hey, this is quite heavy. I don't know whether it's a warning that those doors that you're going to have to open and close, they require serious keys. Thanks, Gwen. Yeah, today is quite started off as an ordinary day, actually. It didn't feel as if it was going to end up anything like this. I'm not normally nervous, but when Gwen's, what did you call it, devilish sense of humor kicked in by leaving me alone at that table, I realized it's not just a simple thing. I think she was trying to send a message to me that, you know, this is not an easy place that you have accepted. The difficulty is, the challenge is placing on me and the management team and the rest of you that we need to take this company to greater heights. So you imagine, was it maybe a month or so ago, we were printing, what, 45,000 copies on a Friday, and within 2 weeks, it's gone to over 50,000. Now, what greater height is she talking about? How can we go? It's also difficult because look at Gwen's size. Petite. She's short. You would have seen there was no one here who she beat. But she's a giant, really, a living legend, if I may use such terms. I think we can only do right by Gwen, by the Namibian people, if we take the passion, if we take the love for what we do and keep this organization going. Let's appreciate that we have a greater responsibility than just coming to work every day. It's not work. We are coming to serve the nation. I think we spend more time with each other than we spend with our friends and families. So if you can't have fun at work, do yourself a favor and find a way to have that fun. Please, let's have fun, but let's have fun while serving our people. Thank you very much.
Gwen, this isn't a goodbye. This is from the team saying that you're going to be with us as we're opening up this new chapter for the Namibian, and as you walk this journey with us to take you to great heights. I would like you to come up. We wanted just to give you a small momentum from the staff, just to say thank you. This is just from us to Gwen. These flowers, there's roses in here, which indicate Gwen's passion. Then there's gladiolas in here that represent Gwen's strength of character. And with that, in each and every one of us, that she's passed on the torch, we will take this company into great heights. Thank you.
There is a poem written